today I am here with my Grandmaster mom, and we are going to be analyzing one of my subscribers' games, and she's going to try to guess the rating of my subscriber. So, Mom, one of my subscribers has sent in an incredible game, I'm sure. What my mother didn't know was that this was not one of my subscribers' games. This was her own chess game that she had played many years ago against one of the strongest Canadian chess players ever, if not the strongest, Kevin Spraggett, a grandmaster who's even played in the Chess Candidates tournament. This game was played in the year 1990, and I had to ensure that I took a game that was a long time ago because my mom has an incredible memory and remembers everything, so I really wanted to make sure that this prank would go my way. Stick around to see what her reaction was when she figured out this was her own chess game. And are you ready to try to see what the rating is and maybe provide some insightful analysis of their moves?
Yeah, I would say that will be easier to guess the rating. Oh, that is very tough. So whatever I say, if I say too high or too low, just a little bit be patient with me.
I have done everything, Mom. I've said that a 2,000 is 200, so it's okay. All right, so our subscriber has the black pieces. Mm-hmm. So white started with c4, and they went to e5.
Yeah, that's one very good way of answering c4. You take the center. You can take out the bishop. Very good.
Knight c3.
Yes.
And now the knight came out as well.
Yeah, the most natural moves.
So the other knight went out, and now we have the 4 knights. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I believe it's 4 knights in the English opening.
E4?
Yeah, E4 is absolutely becoming popular now. I would say when I was a kid, this would be a little bit of a strange move because you're giving this square on D4.
Yeah.
And that you actually allow black to take control of a square in the center. So before you would say that this was maybe not the best way to play, but this has become quite popular. Yeah, E4.
Okay, so d6.
Yeah, and here, okay, you can go d6. It's absolutely you're maybe heading for an King's Indian setup with the bishop g7, g6, bishop g7. But you could also have gone bishop b4 or bishop c5, just to taking out the bishop. Against bishop c5, white has a tactical idea of playing. You can go knight take e5, and not everyone wants to allow this idea to take and d4. So this is a position where white will get the center, and you could have taken f2 between also before. But it's just playable for both. But some people don't want to play with black, so they go bishop b4, and later on they put pawn on d6, and then they go bishop c5.
But in this position, instead of bishop c5, black instantly just went d6.
Yeah.
I guess avoid all of this, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. d3. It's a little bit like saying, I don't want to go for d4. No. I just want to, and probably the bishop on f1 should be fianchetto to g2.
So g6?
Yeah. It looks like the black likes to play typical King's Indian setup.
And, okay, I'm just gonna put there. Okay, so g3, bishop g7, and bishop g2. They're just copying each other, Mom.
Yeah, but there's one difference, and it is that the pawn is on c7. White has the pawn on c4. So if white gets a knight to d5, we can move. Black can move the knight and later on push it away with the c4.
Yeah, push the knight away.
Yeah, so we can say that it's here. We have a bit of a here's a hole. It's a little bit of a hole. You can go d4, but it's a hole here. But it's not real hole of d5 because the c pawn can also move it away.
Okay, so castles and castles, they're still copying each other.
Yeah, and I would say this is a very common position. It would be more common to have the knight here. You have more flexibility because maybe you want to play with the f-pawn.
Yeah.
But this is also fine. You might have some plans to go knight e1, knight c2, and bishop e3 also.
So here h6 was played.
Yeah, and the idea of h6 are actually two. One could be that you don't want this bishop to allow you to go to bishop g5. But one could also be that you're planning to go bishop e6 and you don't want to be annoyed by a move like bishop knight g5.
Okay, so bishop d2 and knight d7.
Yeah, no, I think this is absolutely a fine idea. The idea are actually two. One is you have this knight c5. After you might go to e6, you take we have this spot.
That's a nice square.
Yeah, and it might be that you want also to start moving the pawn, the F pawn.
So do you think both players are playing good so far?
Yeah, they played well. Bishop d2 looked a little bit surprising to me. I would say that in this position, I would have maybe guessed that you go rook b1 and b4. You might also go h3 and bishop e3 and then plan d4.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, and 3. That could also be a way of playing
Bishop d2 looks a little bit passive.
It looks a little bit passive. And the reason why white didn't go bishop e3 is because knight g4 and maybe f5 is coming.
Okay. So knight d7 and knight d5. So now the knight is getting there. And now black played a5.
Yeah, absolutely fine. And the idea is the idea is actually, I would say, I think black is playing very well here. If you go knight c5 here, can we go b4, take queen c2? Isn't it trapped, the knight?
Oh, wow.
So I believe that the idea with a5 is it's simply that you want to go knight c5, but you don't want to allow the opponent to kick you away. Yeah. And if you go a3, now we can go maybe a4, we go knight c5, and then we have this grip of b3 square. Yeah. So a5, I think black has played very, very well here, I would say. King h1, that is a little bit of a, what do you call it? Yeah, it's a move, a prophylactic move, but I guess the idea is to go maybe knight g1 and f4. I think so. You don't have d2 square, but what would I do? I think knight g1 is a very, and also the idea is maybe you're scared of some checks coming here, but there is no danger. But I would actually say if you want to go f4, I would have gone knight d1, because with the knight on c2, you control d4 square. You might go for some b3, some slow b3, a3, and b4. So for me, if you want to move away the knight d1, knight c2 looks more normal. Yeah. So king h1, yeah, that's.
Let's see here. So a5, king h1, knight c5, and now bishop e3.
Yeah, because there's an attack on the pawn on d3.
Yeah, so you have to defend it.
You have to defend it. And then like this, white is also planning maybe to go, not d5, because the pawn is hanging here maybe. But you take better grip of this square.
It couldn't, maybe white could have gone there and 4. I don't know.
Yeah, that was another possibility. Also.
But now knight e6, so black wants to keep the knight.
Yeah, no, black was not scared that you take here, because if you take here, I move away my knight and c6, this pawn becomes so weak. So
backwards pawn.
Backward pawn. And also if you look at the pawns in the center here, they're all on light square. And when the pawns are on light square, you can see that this bishop is active, but look at this one, it's hitting the wall here.
It's just
so if white this one protects the king, but this one is an active bishop. You don't want to change it for a knight. And you would also at the same time also open up the D line. And you would lose even some control of d4 square. But you move it to defend the pawn and to have a better control of d4. Maybe later on you can play d4. Knight d6, yeah.
Queen d2, threatening the pawn, and now black defends it. And now, Mom, your idea, knight g1.
Knight g1, yeah, I guess that was the idea. And maybe the reason for going knight g1 instead of going knight d1, knight c2 is that with one move, you move away the knights, you can go for f4. We like to play with the pawns in the center. We could see d4 was no longer possible. Bishop, there were so many pieces, keeping control of that. And now the two rooks are connected. If you go knight d1, you need to know knight c2.
The two, Okay. So knight d4, black is getting their knight very active, and now white goes for f4, this push.
Yeah, and I guess knight d4, I guess it must be that you want to go c6, or maybe he will take on f4, maybe black will take, I don't know if it's he or she, who it is.
Yeah, black took on f4, Mom.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, because I probably take with the pawn, I would guess, and now f5 is what I would guess. Yes.
Wow.
And f5 is because, I don't know, could it be that after c6 we will start some annoying move like this? I'm not sure, but it could be that we want to...
There could be some tactics.
Yeah, and we will take, I'm not sure, maybe like this, yeah. So this is This is absolutely fine. And if you take here, we can see like this. And there is one advantage with this knight on g1. Look at this. It defends. There's no knight h3 coming. Bishop h3. The rooks are connected. No problem with the rook here. So there are some logic with this playing. But f5 is, we know that if white gets a pawn to f5, it's very annoying for black. So that's why.
Prevent it. So rook e1. And now c6, I guess. Now they want to kick it away. Yeah,
now after all the I would say I prefer the way black has played, but I think white also has played well. So this is, for me, this looks like a very strong player with black.
Okay, so let's see. So knight c3, rook f7.
Yeah, so rook f7 is a bit a prophylactic move.
Which means that you're thinking several steps forward.
Yeah, you're thinking 7 steps forward. And I was just wondering why start with that move and didn't start with bishop d7, because somehow you want to get... So the idea could be that later on we want to bring in this rook, could maybe even to f8. So now we made a step forward. We keep the king very safe and everything. So it could be, but b7, there is no problem. And otherwise, I guess we are waiting for this bishop to come out. Could it be that black has some other idea? I don't know with this. Could it be that you want to bring the queen somewhere? Could it be bishop, queen h8?
That is crazy.
It could be. Yeah, I'm a little bit wondering why so early, because I just thought maybe if we want to play with all pieces, we see this one is not so active. This one is absolutely not active. But could it be that you want to go here? And if you take on f5, for me, the most logical is to take back with the knight. That would be the logical for me, because you're attacking the bishop. And so, but you can even consider taking back with the pawn.
Okay, let's see. So white went knight e2.
Yeah, white will play.
And a4.
Yeah, a4. Yeah, that surprised me, a4. It's a little bit like black wants to play on the whole board. With a4, you are stopping the pawn to move forward on the maybe b3 something. And so now it looks like you want to play on the whole board. Could it be that you want to go for queen a5 and you want to change queens? Because these are always the question we should tell us. What pieces do we want to change? It could be that black wants to exchange queens.
So knight takes.
Yeah, I like to take with a knight also. Knight is very active there. Now it's open up for the bishop. It becomes more active. And this bishop is good to stay with. It keeps the king very safe.
Okay, so queen f2, now threatening the knight.
And now we have queen h8. Here we have
queen h8. Mom, is the move you said. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, but to keep everything very well. So I am, wow, this is such a good, strong black player. I believe white is also strong, but for me, black has found so many beautiful ideas, so many... in the right moment also. There have been so much harmony with every move.
Yeah. Wow, that is incredible. Okay, so knight h3, white is trying to get their knight out.
Yeah, so what knight wants, one is to activate the knight, and I guess it could be that queen h4 is coming. But queen h4, yeah, we will always play bishop f6 just to annoy the queen, I would say.
So here, let's see. So bishop d7 was played.
The bishop is better there. Keep the line open. Not have a hanging piece. The bishop on e6 would be very dangerous because it would be more a hanging piece there.
So rook g1, white is maybe starting some attack on the king.
Yeah, because we can look at this. There is only the king defending this square.
So bishop f6.
This looks like a very good move also, because we can see that white is putting pressure here. Like with bishop f6, we will be right.
You bring the other
rook here. So all the pieces will be taking part on the activities here. You also, with bishop f6, you avoid that the queen can jump up and come close to black's king.
So c5. Okay. Sacrificing a pawn?
Yeah. But no, this was, I think this is a very good move. Could bishop f6 have been a mistake?
Why is this? Because you're trying to get this.
You want to get this here,
The idea is that if takes, this pawn pushes one step and threatens the bishop. And then you're losing the knight.
Yeah, yeah, you don't lose the
Well,
knight.
you're not losing the knight, but yeah.
But there is a fork coming. So this is actually what happens. If you take here, e5 comes.
Can I show it?
You show it.
So this, the bishop moves maybe here.
Yeah, wherever you want.
And then takes, and push.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the plan. So c5.
Wow.
Wow. c5 looked like a fantastic move. And now I'm getting a little bit concerned here. How is Black planning to handle this? I'm a little bit concerned here now. How to handle this position here now.
Should we see what they did?
Let's see what it is.
So Black took on e4.
Yeah, I would also have done that. And you take back with the pawn.
Yeah.
And now, and don't say anything. Yeah. Now we can take on c5 because after e5 we take bishop takes. This is the point. We open up.
Wow, this is what happened.
This is what happened. Oh wow! Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that was happened. So wow, are there some danger here? No, I don't think there is any danger for what is.
So bishop e4 was played.
But we can put something between. I think bishop f5 for me looks very normal.
That's the move.
Yeah, because if you take on e5, we take on e4, we check, and we take something more after.
You take that with check. Okay, so they took,
Mm.
and now rook takes, of course, because you need to make sure that you cannot take there.
Yeah, that's important. Cool.
So queen g2, threatening checkmate.
Mating one is coming here now.
But Black saw it, so queen g7.
Yeah, and you know, when Black plays queen g7, it's also you get a little more escape route for the king. You can go king h8 if there will be some, or you have also king g8. So if there's start some craziness with knight g5 check, you can go king g8. Mm.
And this bishop I guess is lost, but it's okay.
Yeah, this bishop is lost, of course.
This is a pretty big thing.
Yeah, this is a pretty big thing. I guess we will go here, take. Yeah, I guess the idea is to go at knight f3 to take it back.
So that's what Black did. So knight f3 and white pushed.
Yes.
And rook e8. Wow, they didn't take the rook.
Yeah, now this is very, very good. You go back, look at the position. We see there's a fork of the pieces. And if you look at Black's pieces, all are active, but not the rook. And the fork will remain. So lots of time when you have this, you have some threats, the threat will remain, or you have pieces you can trade. Might be better to keep the position.
So rook e8, knight f4.
Got it.
Now takes,
and g5. Yeah, but after e5, queen e4, we have queen d4. And we can see in a position like this, how many pawns do we have? It might be 3 pawns. When the e6 pawn is gone, it might be 3 pawns here.
3 pawns for 3 pawns and a rook for 2 pieces.
So I guess now, no, but if you go queen c2, we will go queen e5. So it's not really any problem.
So white went bishop d2.
Yeah, because you can't take it. There would be 8 on g7, so you have to move away the queen. We don't. You don't plan. You can't even take it now either on f4, but soon you will start. And knight h5, but now rook take e6 for me looks very, very normal.
But rook takes e6.
Yeah, but bishop c3, queen d5, knight g7. There will be a fork. So we have to be a little bit careful with that.
So they actually went rook f2.
Rook f2 looks like a fantastic good move. We have a double threat here now.
Bishop c3. Wow, it's becoming very tactical.
Yes, this becomes very, very tactical here. But in the end...
So you're just winning. Or no, you're not winning.
No, you don't win a piece, but we get into an end game, and that's what you want, to use the rooks. Take on g1.
And now taking on e6.
Yeah, this is just fantastic.
And this is now just bishop takes c5, rook e1 check, king g2, rook e2 check, and after king g3, king g6. And here, white actually resigned.
Yeah, so I guess in this position, you needed maybe to go king h3, but... So
the knight is so bad here as well.
Yeah, remember this, the knight on the rim. team. So it's bad. So you needed to go. White went king g3 because wanted to protect the pawn on h2. You needed to go with the king to h3.
But anyways, all these pawns are also lost. The rook is so strong.
Yeah, not all. You will play a3. You will keep the pawn,
Okay.
but they're 3 against 1. And then we will see in the endgame, they're a little bit saying that rook and pawn against knight and bishop. It could be that the rook pawn is stronger. And here we can see that you have 2 pawns. You will get another one.
Yeah.
So
it's just winning.
It is
But now
winning.
also the knight is.
Yeah. Now when you pick, because it's important to point out, you make something like this, we have a check. Yeah, I guess we will go check. We move away somewhere here, and we will go here, and we will just threaten bishop, and then we'll take them.
Yeah. Or we can also, I guess.
Rook c4.
Here.
Yeah, but then I go knight g3. So I just wanted to pick up.
Knight escape.
Yeah. No, but I
The
go
rook
rook
c4
c4.
is
Yeah,
better,
this is
yeah.
that's the easiest. Rook c4.
Okay, Mom. So what do you have to say about this player?
Is it rating on online rating, yeah? Or is it rating?
We can do online rating, yeah,
Is it online rating? I will say,
as well.
yeah, I think it's a strong FIDE player, absolutely. I could even have said more, but I stopped there.
2000. Do you think that white is also strong? I mean, we're guessing my subscribers' ratings. I'm very, very happy to have a subscriber that is playing like this. But yeah, what do you think about white?
I think white is also a good player, but I could see some moves was a little bit straight. I would say with this setup in the opening, the knight is more is a little bit better in e2. So white, to me, I believe is the lower rated player. Absolutely. Then it's lower than black. This is what when I compare them to. Also, there were some tactics. And for example, white went e5. You can go bishop take e5. And that seems like it was a blunder.
Yeah. Okay, Mom. Are you ready? Should we check? Let's see if you're correct.
Yeah. Let's check.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
It's me. It's me. Wow, it's my own game. Wow. And I'm sorry, because Kevin Spraggett is a stronger player than me. But he was also 50 points higher rated. So when did we play this game?
Mom, did you know that this was your game?
No, I had no idea.
There was no part of this that made you think this was your game.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's what I told you. I asked, I would believe that when this was played, 1990, I don't know what tournament we played it. Do you know it?
Terrace?
Terraza. Yeah, this is always a beautiful place. A little bit outside Barcelona.
1990, and you beat a very strong player, Kevin Spraggett.
Yeah, he was number 1 in Canada at that time.
So you beat the strongest Canadian plaure with this game.
Yeah, at that time he was absolutely the strongest one. And he also, I think he went to play some. I'm not sure how far he went in the World Championship, but it's possible he went through quite a bit. And yeah, he has a very good understanding. And I would believe that when he played this, I'm surprised it was such an old game. It's like 36 years back that he played. But I think this was a little bit his style, not playing so theoretical. He played more positions, and he wanted to get up out of position.
But there was no part of you that at any point suspected.
No, that it was my game. No, not at all. I thought it was a little bit, now these days, I look at it, d4 square, but I'm not sure. I would have gone for somehow try to control it. But 1990, I played.
And you were 27.
Yeah, that year. In Terraza.
3 years older than me. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't really remember what month we played it, but it was very close, very beautiful round robin tournament. 10 players. You could make gem norms. I didn't make a gem norm in that tournament.
Well, Mom, I'm happy that I was able to prank you or to surprise you. I did this with Dad before, and so I really wanted to do it with you too. And I'm very happy that this went undetected. I thought, Mom, you have such a good memory that if I show you one of your games against Smyslov or one of these like super famous players, you're gonna remember it. So I had to pick something that would go a little bit more undetected. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And Mom, do you have any final words?
Oh, I'm just a little bit feel sorry because Kevin Spraggett was and is a very strong player, and you can see he was 50 points ahead of me. And maybe I liked the way Black played
Because you played.
because I played it, because it was plans I understood. So maybe that's why I was a bit harder towards the way
No,
White
you
planned
were not
it.
hard at Mom. You're very sweet. Very, very sweet. But you were not hard at all. You said that White also was a very strong player. Dad said that in his game against Karpov that he was 2200. So. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you want to see me pranking more chess players. Bye!